It's Larry again, coming to you from the epicenter of horse equipment in the Midwest, Millbrook Tack. I'm going to take just a couple of minutes this afternoon here to kind of give you a clear idea of how to measure your horse for a blanket. A lot of people come into the store and get here and try to guess at it, and that's usually not a good idea because chances are you're going to be wrong. The simplest way to do it is to have two people, because most of us don't have arms long enough to go from the front to the rear of a horse. But if you've got a second person, you don't necessarily even need a tape measure. If you just got a piece of baler twine, anything that's going to be as long as a horse, you can do the same thing and then measure the string later. But the main thing is to start your string at exactly the center of the horse's rear end, and bring the string all the way around to the exact center of his chest. That'll give you a length somewhere from 69 probably on most horses to 81, depending on the breed of horse. So that's the quickest way to do it. Once you measure it with the string, lay it down, measure it with a tape measure, and you'll know exactly what size blanket that you require. Now, another thing you want to remember with blankets, like they always say with horses, less is better. You don't necessarily have to always put the heaviest blanket you can find on a horse. A recent study at a major veterinary university found out that on a lot of horses, by putting a heavy blanket on, you actually compress the hair, and it actually can make the horse a little bit colder than if you were to go and stay with a medium weight blanket. Depending on the horse breed, depending on the age of the horse, the condition of the horse, sometimes a light is perfectly adequate, just enough to keep the wind and the rain off from them. Some horses don't even need a blanket if they're used to being outdoors most of the time. As long as they've got some shelter to get behind, to get out of the wind or the rain, they're perfectly fine. So, it's a word of caution, don't overdo it with a blanket. But if you feel that your horse requires heavy, then go heavy. Other than that, find a blanket that's durable, that your horse is comfortable with, and a blanket that's going to last. Other than that, you should be in good shape with any blanket purchase that you make. Thank you. Have a good day.